Jackie and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm JaaackJack. Welcome to the little flower family. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos and you are officially part of the little flower family. So for today's video, I have a fun chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm going to be featuring the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette as well as the Kylie Cosmetics Valentine's Day Collection liquid lipsticks. So if you guys want to find out how I got this look or just chit chat and get ready with me and hang out, then just keep on watching. You guys don't even understand how nervous I am for this look because I don't know how this is gonna go. So wish me luck. I'm going to start off by doing my brows. So this is something that doesn't make me nervous. I do this all the time, same thing. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Caramel to just fill in my brows. Whenever I'm trying out new things with makeup, I always do what's comfortable first and then I can kind of build up the confidence to be able to do something a little more out of my comfort zone. Happy Friday, by the way. It's Friday. I uploaded a new post on my blog, JaaackJack.com, if you guys want to go check it out. It's an outfit of the day post, but I like writing a lot, so whenever I do a blog post, it's not just going to be pictures of my outfit and the end. There's always going to be something for you guys to read and something for you guys to think about, you know? So in today's post, I talk about dealing/embracing your insecurities. So if that's something you guys are interested in reading up on, it's not very long, it's pretty short, but if you guys want to read it, go head over to my blog and leave a comment over there and let me know what you guys think of it. Also, I'm testing out a new filming setup in my room, so let me know what you guys think of it. I'm always trying to switch it up and like play around with my setup because it's never been 100% perfect to me. Like, I've never been 100% satisfied, so I'm trying something new today. We'll see how it goes. Any weekend plans, you guys? I never really do anything fun on the weekend. I usually just work and go to therapy with Zoe. That's our weekend. Actually, this weekend is exciting because my best friend just had her second baby, so I'm gonna go meet her daughter. Her baby girl. I'm so excited. I'm gonna meet her, I think, tomorrow. So I'm really, really excited. So now that the brows are done, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. This is the Kat Von D High Voltage Eyeshadow Primer. You guys know this is by far my favorite eyeshadow primer that I've ever used. I really like this one and it's really opaque and I like that for covering up like all my veins and stuff on my eyelid. And it's just like a nice thick base to lay down before you start applying all your eyeshadows. I will say if you have either fair skin or a deeper skin tone than I do, this might, like the color of this might look a little odd, but that's why I like to go in with my setting powder afterwards. So then you can kind of eliminate that really odd yellowy kind of color. But if your skin tone is like mine, it won't be a big deal because I am kind of yellow. So to set the eyeshadow primer, I'm going to take the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder. So this is just translucent powder. There's a little sponge underneath, but I'm going to take this brush from Sonia Kashuk. I got this for Christmas. It's from the Holiday Collection. I don't know why there's snakes on it, but it's from the Holiday Collection. And I'm just going to press this right onto my eyelid. I just got some of that in my eye. It's all good though. I like this brush because it's just so dense. Just really packs it on. Okay, so now we can go ahead and begin with the eyeshadows. I'm so nervous, you guys. I'm going to use the Pastel Goth palette from Kat Von D. This is a limited edition eyeshadow palette with these bright colors. I wouldn't necessarily say they are pastel colors, but they are some fun, bright colors. I used this in my Queen of Hearts makeup tutorial, so if you missed that, I uploaded it on Monday. I'll have a link in the cards for you guys. Where's the cards? Are the cards over? No, the cards are over there. I'll have a link to that. If you guys missed my Queen of Hearts video, you can see that I used a lot of the blue eyeshadow in that look. So for today, what am I gonna do? I'm going to take the shade Clementine, which is this really pretty orange color, like a sunset orange. I'm going to blend this into the crease with a big fluffy brush, kind of as my transition color, and just to slowly dip my toes into this look because I'm a little nervous. Anytime I use color, I'm always so nervous. When am I going to just man up and stop being so nervous of color? One thing about these shades, they are so bright in the palette, but they're not like, the pigmentation on its own is like decent. You do have to build it, and if you want it to be like as bright as it looks in the palette, you're definitely going to want to use a white base like the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. If you use this and then the colors are going to look beautiful, but on their own, they're decent. Okay, on another brush, I think, what we gonna do? So on another fluffy brush, I'm going to take the shade Meow, which is this purple right here. I think I'm going to blend this right into the crease. You know what, I feel like this palette is just so, it's just so unique really, and it is so hard for me to try to come up with looks with this palette. I feel like you definitely need other palettes or other shadows to finish off your look, because just with these colors alone, I feel like it's really hard to create a look that you can wear like out and about. Like, I don't know, does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, I need some brown, some taupey colors to blend on in here to tone it down, or else I feel like I'm gonna look like a clown with these. But I don't know, I haven't heard a ton of people go crazy about this palette, to be honest. I really like the size of this palette though, I really do. The size is just so perfect, because one of the things I was struggling with the Metal Matte palette, oh, this is beautiful, but it's so big, and like when I'm holding it up to do my makeup, my wrist starts hurting because it's so heavy. So I like the size of this, it's just so perfect and compact. And I'm just going back in with the Clementine color to just intensify that orange and also help blend out that purple that we just added. So I'm going to take a smaller pencil brush and the shade Dope, which is the darker purple, and I think I'm going to try to do like a halo eye sort of thing. Let's see, I don't know how this is going to work. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like this color a lot. There was actually a different look that I had in mind that I wanted to do with this palette, but once I started blending the colors onto my crease, I realized I needed to change it. At first I wanted to do something pretty dramatic and like do this fun cut crease sort of thing, but I don't think these colors are as bold and pigmented as I was hoping, so we're gonna go a different direction and do a halo eye, which I really like doing halo eyes now. I find it really easy once you have like the right tools and a small enough brush. They're really easy to achieve and they're so pretty. And it looks like you've spent a ton of time on your makeup. Okay, you probably did spend a ton of time because I spend a ton of time on my makeup, but it just looks so like difficult to achieve, but it's actually a lot easier than you think. So I'm placing this purple Dope color on the inner corner and outer corner of my eye with this small pencil brush. Really the key for me to achieve a halo eye, especially with my eye shape, I have very small eyes, I need to have a very tiny pencil brush. This is the Morphe M431 brush. I really do like this one, especially working like right here on this inner part, because that can be a little tricky for me. I for sure lost that Meow shade, so I'm going to go in with my favorite little standard blending brush. I think this is from MAC. I've had this like for years and the name's completely rubbed off, but it's just like, you know, your standard dense kind of blending brush. I'm going to go back in with Meow and just blend that in my crease because I want that color to be a little more visible. And I'll probably go back in with the Clementine shade as well, that first orange shade we put down. I'll probably go back in and blend some more of that too. This Meow color is pretty disappointing though. I'm not really enjoying the color payoff. I feel like I have to just keep adding and adding, and it's not really where I want it to be. So now I'm going to add a color onto the center of my lid, and I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. Again, I feel like you really can't complete a look with just this palette alone. I mean, I'm sure you could. It would be super fun and colorful, but for like the everyday makeup wearers, I don't think it's very realistic. So I'm going to go in with this palette. What color do I want to do? Maybe this glitz. Let me swatch it on my hand. Ooh! Or what's tinsel? No, not tinsel. What about twinkle? I think that's too purple. Okay, so we're gonna go with glitz, which is this color right here. And I'm actually just going to use my finger to apply this. My ring finger. I'm just gonna press that right onto the center of my lid like that. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, that definitely looks really harsh and not blended, so we'll fix that in a second. Taking that tiny little pencil brush that we used with that dope color, I'm going to feather the colors and kind of blend them with one another, just so there's no like super harsh line. I didn't even pick up any more product, by the way. This was just whatever was left on the brush. I'm gonna see if I have an even smaller brush. Let me find the tiniest little pencil brush that I have. This little guy. Where's this from? BH Cosmetics. Look at this little guy. I'm gonna take this and a little bit of Jet, which is this black eyeshadow from the Metal Matte Palette, and start right there in the inner corner, just to add a little more depth to the eyes. I feel like I really need to trust myself more with these colorful eyeshadow looks, because I was really scared, and I mean, I'm not done yet, but I don't think it's looking that bad. What do you guys think? It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And then just a little bit on the outer corner. This black eyeshadow is not my favorite black eyeshadow. I mentioned that in my review of the Metal Matte Palette. I did a first impression review. This black is not my favorite, but we're gonna work with it and make it happen. So with this black, we're not putting it over the entire place we put that darker purple. We're just literally adding a little bit of darkness to the very outer part. So that way you can still see the purple, and that's still the focus, you know what I mean, of the halo eye. Because if you add too much black, it's just gonna look too smoky and a little muddy. So just a little bit like that. I'm even gonna go in with dope to just blend those two together. Also, I just realized we don't have a brow bone highlight color, so I am going to take a fluffy brush and the shade Bone from the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette and just brush this on there. There's no shimmer, but it's going to add a little bit of brightness there, just to kind of wake up that brow bone area. I think I'm done with the eyeshadows for the top part of my lids. We'll work on the bottom part once I'm done with my face makeup. But I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes. This is the Too Faced Sketch Marker, You're So Too Faced, in the shade black. And I'm just going to line my eyes and create my wing like I normally do. You guys know I definitely cannot talk while I'm doing my eyeliner. I messed up on this side a little bit, but we are going to go ahead and put on false lashes and then no one will be able to notice. But these are the Flutter lashes in Intoxicating. I've never used these before, so I'm really excited. I'm definitely gonna have to trim them because these look like they're going to be very long. And I have really tiny eyes, like really short, tiny little eyes. Oh my gosh, these are like big old caterpillars. Okay, let me go do these off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, these giant caterpillar lashes are now on. I'm really happy with how they look. They're so pretty. So now we can go ahead and work on the rest of the face. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And, oh, it's a pump. Just gonna take a little bit of that and blend this onto my skin. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Pure Cosmetics Bare It All foundation. I am in the shade Light Tan. This has been my current favorite foundation. I just love the coverage of this, and it really does last all day. It is a little sticky, so that may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it really, like, it holds onto the skin and does not move. My friend Serene actually did a review and first impression of this foundation, so if you guys want to see it, I'll leave it linked in the cards. Because I actually watched her review before trying this, and then when I tried it, I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. I love this stuff. And this is the Pure Cosmetics brush. I forget the name off the top of my head. I'll have it linked in the description box for you guys, but this was sent together, so I just like to use this to apply my foundation. So I'm just going to rub that into my skin. Make sure you blend it down onto the neck. This brush is just so gigantic. So this is what one layer of foundation looks like. I think it's great coverage. It just evens out my skin completely, but it's not like crazy coverage because you can still see my freckles, which I like. Every now and then I like to let my freckles come out and play, but like all the redness, discoloration, that's all covered, but you can build this foundation, like you can build the coverage. So for the days I do want to cover up my freckles and everything like that and all the tiny little moles and blemishes that I have, you can just add another layer, and it doesn't feel heavy at all when you do add a second coat of this foundation. It feels totally fine. Look at how just freaking flawless that looks. My goodness gracious. Conveniently enough, they have a tiny version of the brush. Here's the difference between the two. So this little guy I'm going to use for the concealer underneath. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I'm just going to use this. I'm only going to take a little bit. I'm just going to use this to brighten up my under eyes. So I like to start off by just dabbing this under my eyes with this brush. Because if I rub this product in, I'm going to mess up the foundation that I just put on. So I'm just going to tap, 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 dab, dab, dab. Whatever adjective you like best. Or is that a verb? Whatever verb you like best. And then same thing on this side. And then whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to add to the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. It really wasn't much, but just a tiny bit. Before I set everything, I'm actually going to go in with the Stila Shape and Shade Custom Contour Duo in Light. So it's a cream product. It has the contour and highlight. I'm not crazy about the highlight, but I do like this contour shade a lot. So I'm going to find a brush. So I'm going to take the Luxie 504 large angled brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap this because it is so pigmented and creamy. So just getting a very, very tiny bit on my brush. Don't know why I did that if it's a cream product. So I'm just going to sculpt out my cheeks like that. And I just like that this adds a very nice subtle contour. It's nothing too harsh. I really like it. And you can go a tiny bit heavier if you want, because we're gonna put our powder over it, which is going to kind of dilute this color a little bit. So if you want to add a little heavier cream contour under your powder, you can totally do that. I love this shade though. It's just very flattering on my medium skin tone. I don't know why I contour my forehead. I have a tiny little forehead. Like, I don't really have much space to work with over here. Definitely gotta contour that double chin though. I'm going to do a little bit down the sides of my nose as well, because I have such a very flat nose. Raise your hand if you're Asian and you have a flat nose. So I like to contour, and it just kind of gives the illusion of a more lifted nose. Nothing too harsh. I don't really do harsh nose contours. I know some people go all out, but I just like a subtle little shadow right there. And that's really it. So that's all the cream product I'm going to put on. So now we can go ahead and set everything. I'm going to use the same powder that I used to set my eyeshadow primer. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pore Pressed Translucent Powder. And I'm just going to take it on a big, gigantic brush. Look at how big this brush is. It's huge. This is from It Cosmetics, and it's the It brushes for Ulta. So this is exclusively at Ulta. And I have no idea. Oh, it says number 211 all over powder. So I'm just going to pick up this product. La la la. And just tap this onto my skin. So just a light setting. I really like it. So before we finish the rest of the face, I want to finish up under my eyes. So I'm going to go back in with that pencil brush and the Dope shade, because I think that's my favorite shade from this palette so far. So that darker purple. Hold on, I feel like there's a hair on me somewhere. Somewhere right here. So I'm going to go in with this color and place this onto the lower lash line. And you know what I'm going to try to do today, which is pretty typical of halo eye effects. So what we do on the top, how we have the purple on the outer and the inner corner and then a lighter shade on the center, we're going to recreate that onto the lower lash line as well. I don't always do that when I do a halo eye. I kind of just keep the focus on the top, but I'm going to try it with today's look. Oh, you know, actually, no, I take that back. I'm not going to do that. Ignore what I just said, you guys. So I'm going to start off with this purple, and I'm just going to messily apply this underneath just to smoke it out. I forgot I wanted to incorporate blue onto this look as well. I know we're working with a lot of color already, and this is already so out of my comfort zone, but I wanted to incorporate some blue. I also have a blue eyeliner from NYX that I want to use on my waterline, so that's what we gonna do today. So I'm just gonna take the same pencil brush and go in with the shade Doom, which is that blue color. This color is super, super pretty. And I'm gonna place that onto the lower lash line as well. Kind of mixing the two shades together. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm going to line my waterline with the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. Is that seriously the name? That's so long. It says this eyeliner is so good the name had to be this long. That's intense. This is in the shade Sunrise Blue. I love how the blue looks. And for mascara, I'm just going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara for the lower lashes. You guys, I'm so happy with how this eyeshadow look turned out. Ah! With the e.l.f. blush and bronzer duo in Saint Lucia, that looks like this, I'm going to take that bronzer and just add a tiny bit more onto the area where I contoured. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. There we go. Down the sides of my nose. For blush, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Exposed, which is just the most like natural looking blush ever. So when I don't want anything too crazy, I just want to add a little bit of color, I'll usually grab this one. I'm just going to add that to my cheeks. It's just so natural and subtle. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of eyeshadow look you're going for, this will just go with everything. A little bit on my nose. And for the highlight, I'm really excited. I'm going to go in with the Ofra highlighter in Beverly Hills. I love how it has so many different colors here. So what's awesome about this is that you can use them individually, like one color at a time, or you can swirl it all together and it looks beautiful as well. But I'm going to go in with this like pearly pink color. And I'm just going to take this on a Morphe M510 brush. Pick up just that color right there. Tap it off. And pop that right on the cheekbones. And I like to round out my highlight on my brow bone, which is perfect because we didn't have anything shimmery on the brow bone anyway, so there we go. So pretty. A little bit on the tip of my nose. Cupid's bow. So the face is done. All we have left now is the lips. So to finish off the lips, I'm going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade High Maintenance. This came from the Valentine's Day collections. It's one of the little minis. Aren't they so cute? I'm going to use this color because I feel like it's just going to tie in with the purple shades from the eyes and just look really nice. So I definitely need some lip balm though. My lips are so chapped. Never use Kylie lip kits without moisturizing your lips. you're just asking for discomfort. I don't normally wear pink colors on my lips, but I feel like it's so appropriate with this eyeshadow look, and I'm super happy with it. So that is going to be it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I'm actually super happy with how this look turned out, and I kind of want to keep wearing this same makeup look for the next few days because I'm kind of obsessed with it. It just turned out a lot better than I anticipated, and I get really nervous working with colors, but I think I need to give myself a little more credit because I'm super happy with how this turned out. So if you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you still haven't subscribed yet, girl, what are you waiting for? Or boy, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys back here on Monday. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for new videos, and I am going to be starting in the month of March. I'm going to start kind of this new scheduling video series. Mondays will be my basic Mondays, where I share some beginner-friendly videos, whether it's like a how to do eyeliner or it's a beginner-friendly makeup look. It's all going to be geared towards beginners. And then Wednesday is hair day, so I do hair tutorials and hair-related videos on Wednesday. And then Friday is my free-for-all Fridays, where I just do whatever I want to do or whatever you guys want to see, whether it's challenges, tags, favorites videos, giveaways, or just casual get ready with me's like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys back here next time. Bye!